Hey there, in this video we're going to be taking a look at setting object attributes and setting defaults for object attributes. And so let's take a look here. Again, up here, if you looked at the first video, the Vectorworks workspace, you see the attributes up here. I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Come on. Okay, so I guess it's not letting me stretch it out right now, which is fine. What the attribute palette does, it lets you set what the object looks like. Its line weight, its line type, its colors, if it has a fill. It won't set the size of it. You do that over in the object info palette, and we'll look at that when we learn about making circles and doing other things, okay? So what it does is it comes over and it makes attributes. So I'm going to move the circle over here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, and then we can... Okay, so here we're going to go up and look at the, this is the fill. Now we can have no fill. First I'm going to set a solid, so it's set as a solid fill. We can change the color here to red, any color we want. Now we can go back to none, and sometimes you don't want a fill. You can put a pattern in there, and you can select the pattern. All different kinds of patterns with different colors. Okay, you can do a hatch. You can do a tile. There's some kind of cool tiles in there. You can do gradient, and you can set all of that. So we're going to come back to solid. Okay, and I'm going to go to white. Okay, and then you can set the line types. So we can set the line color. We can set the line size. We can set the line type, dash lines. We can set any number of things. We can let's set this back here to 0.18. We can, if we draw a line, we can set arrowheads. That's pretty neat. So that is a way to set defaults. It also works for, sorry about that, for text. You can set it so the text has a fill to it. I should pick one that sticks out a little better. Text has a fill. You can select the text color. So that's how that works. Now that's a way to select the attributes for one object. If you wish to select attributes and make them the default, and what that means is, you know, if you set something the default, it will always be that until you change it. So let's say I want to make the default fill red, and I want the default line color to be blue. So now I don't have anything selected. Now whenever if I draw a rectangle, it's red and blue. If I draw text, that should be red and blue as well. Right there. Okay? So that's how you set defaults. Now, there's a few more default settings for text that you can do. Now, let's say I have text here, and I want this to, now I have it selected, and I just want to change this text. I come up to text, font, and I can set the type. We'll call it Grinched. And we want it Grinched and 36. Okay? There we go. So that's if we just want to change one piece of text. If we want to set the defaults, now we won't save this. Now we're going to set the font to Dungeon, and we're going to set the font to size 12, and we're going to set the font to center, and we want it green. So now everything that gets typed is going to have be that font text. And we come up here, we start again, do the same thing. Start the text tool. We'll talk about that later. Text again. So again, quickly, this is how you start with object attributes, how you change them, and how you set the defaults. Thanks a lot and happy drafting.